You know, trying not to look stupid will cost us some of the stuff that we want most in life, Virgo. And one of my favorite Stoic philosophers, the great Epictetus, said, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. And in your case, in the month of July, what Spirit is saying is like, there is something that you want, but you're almost embarrassed to want it. What is that for you, Virgo? It's like, oh, hi, welcome. You have an emotional support friend over here in Derpy. So, what is that for you? And would you be willing to look a little silly or a little too passionate or a little naive or a little bit, you know, I'm going to say foolish with a capital F? Would you be willing? We haven't pulled your card yet. We'll see what happens. But would you be willing to look silly to some people if it got you exactly what you wanted and it was like your wildest dreams were able to come true, but these 4 people that you really wish would think you were cool really think like, what a lame ass? Are you willing? I am. Hi, I'm Madeline. If you haven't been here before, Virgo, I'm excited to read for you. So please keep that message in mind as we look at your cards for the month of July. We're going to get into the story, past, present, future, guidance Spirit has for you, the climate that you're working with, etc. We are also going to pull a persona card to look at how you are showing up and what kind of gifts that Spirit really wants you to like bring forward, embody more, be more aware of in the month of July. Always for your highest good. So Spirit is like, the universe is waiting, hoping, excited to surprise and delight you. But it's kind of like you need to be open to that, because the universe and source and spirit, etc., is all about consent. So it's like you have to give permission. Would you be willing to have a conversation with source or God or spirit or however you like to think about the big good and say, I surrender. I surrender my need to be right all the time. I surrender my need to never get giggled at. I surrender my need to never seem obtrusive or annoying or whatever, because I want this badly enough that I will give this in exchange. Are you willing to release some bullshit to receive something really real and wonderful? I'm hearing that there is really something coming toward Virgo people that is a match to their dream. So it's like, that's why they're telling you right now, please open up, surrender. And if you struggle with that, which is normal and totally okay and doesn't have to get in the way of this happening for you, that's literally when you say, God, source, angels, Jimmy Buttercup, whomever, help me out. I don't know what to do. I really want to surrender this, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Like, can you please help me? Can you please talk to me? Can you please, etc. And then listen. Sit back like the high priestess. Watch and wait. Don't expect, Mufasa to part the clouds and say something right then, because that really limits the possibilities of how your answer could come through in this, like, earth-shaking way that is even better than Mufasa parting the clouds. Okay? That's what they're saying. All right, Virgo, let's get into some cards. Very exciting message. I'm excited for you. Ooh, okay. So Spirit, thank you for being here for Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising and Dominant people. Spirit, we want to know what themes are showing up for Virgo. What kind of dynamics are operating in the month of July for Virgo people? We want to know anything they need to know from their recent past as it pertains to their present and the unfolding future, Spirit. We want to share with Virgo whatever they need to know, always and only, for their highest good. Always and only for their highest good, Spirit. What advice do you want to give Virgo in the month of July? What guidance to help them reach that joy, that fulfillment, that happiness? Let's pull your persona card. Spirit, how is Virgo showing up this month? What qualities do you want to highlight about them in the month of July? Beautiful. And don't worry, I'll pop your cards right up here in just a second. You'll be able to see what I'm looking at. You're in your power, Virgo. Yeah, I feel like, again, haven't seen any of your cards yet except your persona card, King of Pentacles, in your power. But it feels like confidence is building. Confidence is building. And some of this surrender of shame or looking silly is just a fucking huge part. It's like dropping it's like packing your backpack full of bricks. because you're like, well, when I get there, I don't want to get hurt, so I got to stack up on my little, portable brick wall. And this is finally deciding, oh, fuck this. I'm trying to get where I'm trying to get, and carrying around a big bag of bricks is not helping me get there any sooner. You know what I'm saying? Love to see it. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Virgo. Virgo Sun. Virgo Moon. Virgo Rising in July. Okay. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. Listen. What did I say? A portable brick wall. And then look in that key position. The tower. Portable brick wall coming down. So just to note, that's the key. This is not like, oh, here's your future, or, oh, this is what's happening to you. The key is, can you demolish your own protections that are not protecting you, that are protecting you from being happy, being fulfilled, being seen, being paid, being appreciated. Like, you feel me? It's the key. Break it down. It's something else I'm hearing. So let's jump to the past. 5 of Wands, competing, throwing your hat in the ring. And 5 of Wands is a little bit immature. It's a little bit of a playing around energy, as opposed to, say, the 7 of Wands, where we see a bit more of a mature, I'm ready to take all these motherfuckers on type of energy. 5 of Wands is like, we're still out here having like little internet arguments, or maybe we're just playing with our idea. And there's a lot of, every card is necessary, right? And the 5 of Wands really is like when we get out on the internet and we're bandying our opinions or our creative work and pitting it up against others and seeing kind of where we stand. But that's where I say there can be a little bit of immaturity, because with the 5 of Wands, it can be a little bit too focused on like, okay, well, where do I stand? What are their numbers? What are my numbers? Well, how many did they get for that? And how many do I get for that? That is not where you want to put your focus. That's not where you want to pour your amazing King of Pentacles fucking financial genius, okay? So let's talk about that King of Pentacles. King, nothing to do with sex and gender. You could be a female king, you could be non-binary, you could be anywhere on the spectrum and come through as a king. The king is in control. The king is, particularly the King of Pentacles, is the master of their resources. That doesn't just mean money. That's skills, time, effort. You're sitting on a pile of gold, is what Spirit is saying. Every Virgo that I'm talking to has an area of their life where they have just tremendous, totally irreproachable skills. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm sitting on this book, or I know I'm sitting on this program, or I'm sitting on this, whatever it is. Spirit's not complaining. They just want you to be aware. You know that you're sitting on a pile of gold, right? You know that you're King of Pentacles level of skilled, right? Okay, just checking. Like, please act like it. If I could just say what Spirit is saying, like, if you know it, and some of y'all are at home saying like, yeah, I know. Okay, well, show the world. Act like it. Really important, cool thing here. Your key, the Tower. What card immediately follows the Tower numerically? The Star, which is the present for you. Look who doesn't bring a portable wall where she goes. She doesn't even bring clothes, because she is that serious about showing her true self to the world and sharing her true gifts to the world. She doesn't weigh herself down. She doesn't put herself in a position of defense. She's not worried about defending herself. She's worried about radiating. That's her concern. She's not really worried about anything. Her concern is, am I radiating? Am I pouring what I am, what I have into the world? And is it pouring back into me? Can I feel that? Can I enjoy that? Sometimes our towers have to get detonated because we can't see the stars. So let down your guard. Let down your armor. Show the world what you have. And more than that, give. That is something that I'm hearing. So some of you have a skill that perhaps even like a side hustle, that it's like either you're already doing it or you've been considering doing it. there is something that you could quote unquote give away for free, or a way that you could do, like, you know, as they say, content marketing. I mean, this is content marketing, right? Like, I'm a tarot reader. I do that. I do this for a living. I read the cards and I read the stars for a living. So a way that I get clients is people will see this and be like, oh, okay, like this person knows what they're doing. I like their energy. I'm going to go book a reading with them. Content marketing. What is it that you could do the equivalent of this, where it's like almost like a service? Like, I'm giving this away and this gets me more of what I'm trying to get, right? This allows me to demonstrate my skills, pour my light into the world, and ideally receive in return. They're saying that for you. So whatever it is you do, what is your version of that? And how could you commit to a little bit more movement in that arena? Sitting in the future, Two of Pentacles, love to see the crown, like the king, sitting on top of that infinity symbol that is turned vertical like an 8, which is the number for financial abundance, right? And infinity. So a transformation around your money and a completion is what Spirit is saying, like a feeling of coming full circle is very, very available to you. Look at that guidance, the Chariot. Pick a direction. Go there. Say, you know what? I want more of this, or I want less of that. And I'm so therefore going to harness, pun intended, I'm going to harness my skills, my fears, the white horse and the dark horse, my skills and goals and abilities and hopes and dreams, white horse, my fears, my doubts, my insecurities, my terror, my everything. We have to get on our own side. If we're not on our own side, then we've got the dark horse pulling one way and the white horse pulling the other way. You know what I'm saying? And if we're out here grooming and caring for and loving on our white horse, oh, I love my skills and my talents and my good things that everybody likes, and I hate these things about me, and I hope nobody ever discovers that I'm like this or like that, or that I have this desire or this fear or this whatever. And if we are ignoring and starving our dark horse, guess how the fuck far we're going to get in that Chariot? Not that fucking far. So what do you need to take walls down from and tend to and love on? And Spirit is saying that's in the world, and that starts inside of you, because lots of you have something that you want to give to the world, and Spirit's like, it starts at home. Okay? If you want to play around in the 10th house, astrologically speaking, you better have your 4th house in order. Better have your soul and your inner self aligned, so that when stuff pops off in the 10th house and everybody sees it, you're happy with what they see, you feel content, you feel balanced. You know what I'm saying? So white horse, dark horse, love on them both. They will both help you if you give them your love. That's the fucking key. Just to affirm, sitting in the climate, the energy around you, 3 of Swords, painful thoughts, thoughts of being separate. What Spirit is saying is that sometimes it can feel very lonely when we don't support ourselves, but we want other people to support us. What does that mean? It's like, I have a skill and I do want to show it to the world. But also when that post only gets like this many likes, or nobody notices it, or nobody responds to it, if my belief in myself is so tentative, vulnerable, incomplete, that I fold when somebody else isn't interested, that points to the fact that I still have some loving inner work to do on myself, about my worthiness, and about, again, this person isn't like, I'm going to go pour out these jugs into the water and onto these flowers because I want a round of applause, or I'm hoping everybody sees me. The stars come out at night. She's out there in the dead of night doing what feels right to her. Nobody can see her. Nobody is applauding her. She's doing it because it feels like what she needs to do. Can you connect with that part of yourself? That where it's like, you know, quote unquote unconditional is what Spirit is saying, because that's another way of showing unconditional love, is doing what it is you feel that you're here to do without putting a, and this is how much I deserve to get paid, or this is how many views, or this is whatever. Like getting caught up in that 5 of Wands-ish stuff. You know what I'm talking about? A lot more movement can happen if you will get to the root of where you are not completely on your side, or where you still have some fear or a feeling of separation or smallness or etc. You know? sitting in the position representing your hopes and fears. The Justice card. I'm hearing something really cool, which is Spirit was saying at the beginning, like there's something that you want, and there's this feeling that it's available to you. And when I see justice, I'm feeling like signing leases, signing papers. It's like I'm moving into this place, or I'm getting this job, or I got this contract and they're, sending over the PDF and I got to sign it. I'm hearing a lot of different things when it comes to like making things official. Some of you might be firming up your like financial or side hustle type position. That's also something I'm hearing where it's like, oh, I need to get this trademark, or I need to like sign this. You have what it takes, King of Pentacles. Just don't get caught up in your own mercurial mind, which can be a danger for Virgos, right? It's like so brilliant and so smart and so quick thinking that sometimes you can run circles around yourself. So, make like the King of Pentacles and know your worth. Make like the Star and offer it without conditions. And watch how the world will match your unconditional generosity. Okay? Okay. Love to see it, Virgo. How do you feel? Any of y'all know what's up with this yet? Any of this coming up for you? I'd be very curious to know. Like if you like it, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you vibe. And if I don't see you before then, Virgo, then I hope I will see you in your mid-month reading. Till then, bye.